Alrighty, I'm Basil Barrington, and today we're going to talk about the acquisition of Serato by AlphaTheta, the company that owns Pioneer DJ, Pioneer, Rekordbox, and a couple other companies. And let me just start off by saying that I am not surprised with this acquisition. It makes a lot of sense. And the other thing you have to realize is this. AlphaTheta is not a public company. That's a private company. They're not even based in America. They're in Japan, right? They're not even on a Japanese stock exchange. This is a private company. Serato is a very small boutique software company. That's it. It's nothing else. It's very small. I mean, it may be worth $20 to $50 million. That's not a lot of money in the scheme of things. When you talk about Wall Street, when you talk about big business, $50 million is not a lot of money. The other thing is this, right? When you really think about companies, I'm looking at this whole acquisition from like a Wall Street point of view, because I know DJs who use Serato specifically are up in arms. Oh, well, yeah, this, that, and the other, right? Because it is a really cool product when it comes to using it, you know, battle DJs and things of that nature. Those who want to still use turntables, the DVS functionality on Serato is very cool. It's a great product. But I knew this was coming, and I'm gonna give you one reason, or one specific reason why I knew this was coming. I did a video a few years ago. I spoke about the Serato integration with Tidal and how there were some things lacking with that integration. And my point of view was Serato needed more programmers to make this work. And at that point, Serato was the only DJ software company that integrated with a streaming service like a Tidal. You know, now you have Beatport Link, all this other stuff, all types of stuff, Amazon, the whole nine, right? And I was like, this is weird because this could be cool, but it's not ready yet. And then Rekordbox started integrating with Tidal. But what Rekordbox offered through Tidal was a lot more, so much more. Serato offered a scaled down version. Rekordbox blew it up. They just opened it up. Hey, here you go. They offered Tidal curated tracks. It was pretty dope. I mean, the music discovery at that point was like ridiculous. Serato didn't have that. At that point, I was like, this is it for Serato. This is it. And then if we just fast forward to, you know, a few years after that, you know, and then they just, you know, released all of their music production products, software and things like that. Still no hardware. If you really remember Native Instruments with Traktor, this was Traktor, that's all they did, right? And the next thing you know, they went into the music production space and killed it for a really long time because Akai was just really sleeping at the wheel. So Native Instruments just blew past them. But then InMusic Brand, once they woke up, they were like, no. This is Akai, this is MPC. Let's get it going, let's tick it up. Now look at it. And Native Instruments, they got acquired by a hedge fund. That hedge fund acquired all these other like plug-in companies and just bundled everything together. That acquisition is not gonna work. That hedge fund has put that together. They're gonna like, you know, create massive amounts of debt, then sell it at a discount. They're gonna take a lot of money out, then they're gonna sell that company. That's just how it goes. That's what happened to Den and DJ when Bane Capital had it. You know, they were like, hey, that's what a hedge fund does, right? They go in, they take money out, they create massive amounts of debt, and then they sell a company. They've already got everything out. I'm not quite sure if that's the same thing with the AlphaTheta Serato acquisition, but I will say this. You know, you do this, you acquire companies for a couple reasons. One, to get rid of your competitor. That's it, right? Two, to buy their patents, or to buy their engineers, their programmers. Or maybe there is something specific within that product that you would like to add to your product, right? And again, AlphaTheta is a much larger company than Serato. So again, I think this makes a lot of sense. And I do not believe that AlphaTheta will spin up Rekordbox and Serato as two separate companies under their, you know, product line. That wouldn't make any sense. This is not gonna happen. Serato's gonna be gone in 2 years. That's just how it works. I mean, if you think about Wall Street and companies that wanna go public, They want to go public for a few reasons. One, and first and foremost, to raise capital. Two, to buy out their competitors. And three, to acquire patents and, engineers and programmers. That's it. If you understand M&A, mergers and acquisitions, you'll see that this made a lot of sense. You'll also see that Serato was dying anyway. I mean, they just did not. I've always said this, Serato just does not have the programmers. So now, the stage has been set. AlphaTheta, InMusic Brand, because InMusic Brand, that's the blueprint. They've acquired the acquisitions by InMusic Brands, complete brilliance. If you're gonna do a DJ software and then also go into the music production space, this is how you do it. That's the blueprint, InMusic Brand. AlphaTheta realizes that. They're like, hey, you know what? We're not competing against Serato because we're making their products, we're making their hardware, right? We're competing against InMusic Brand. So this acquisition meant that, hey, we get rid of them, we acquire them, boom, we get rid of them. Now we have a battle between us and InMusic Brand. All these other sort of DJ softwares, virtual DJ, no devices, no hardware, Native Instruments, Tractor. I gave that up a long time ago because they just totally dropped the ball. They were like, forget the DJ software, let's do the music production. Now look at them. Again, this is, it's definitely a sad day in the DJ industry, but from the business industry, from the business standpoint, it's a great day because it means that now you can get rid of your competitor, you can start selling products, subscriptions, and everything else. You create, you develop hardware. And why would you want Serato on your books anyway? I mean, you're cannibalizing yourself. That's not gonna work. That's not how business works. So I know everyone is upset about this acquisition, but I think it's a really great acquisition. You think about monopolies and things like that, but like I said, this is not an American company, so regulators don't even care about this. This is low-key stuff. No one cares about DJ software. No one cares about music production on a Wall Street level. This is all boutique stuff. This is all private equity and all that other stuff, right? That's my viewpoint in terms of how this all works and why I think this is a great, acquisition. And it's unfortunate that at some point Serato will not exist anymore. That's just how it's gonna happen. I know AlphaTheta is saying hey, you know what, this is gonna be two companies. No, it's not gonna be two companies. That's silly, that would be ridiculous. That's not a business decision. That's an emotional decision. You are in business. In business, you don't make emotional decisions, you make business decisions. It's not gonna work. Serato is done. Serato will be off the market in 2 years. That's just how it is. AlphaTheta is trying to compete with InMusic Brand. They're not trying to compete with anyone else. And the only way they can do that is to acquire companies. The only way InMusic Brand can stay on top is to acquire companies. That's just how it works. But anyway, there you go. That's just my take on the AlphaTheta Pioneer DJ Rekordbox acquisition of Serato. I think it's a good thing. And I also think Serato will be gone, off the map, done in 2 years. That's my take. Well, until next time, peace.